Dambulla Cave Temple. The alternate names of Dambulla Cave Temple are Dambulla Pansala, Dambulla Rajamaha Viharaya, Dambulla Viharaya, Dambulla Rajamaha Viharaya, Golden Temple of Dambulla, Rangini Dambulla Viharaya and Dambulugala. Dambulla Cave Temple is also known as the Golden Temple of Dambulla. It is a World Heritage Site in Sri Lanka. Dambulla Cave Monastery is still functional and remains the best preserved ancient edifice in Sri Lanka. This complex dates from the 3rd and 2nd centuries BC, when it was already established as one of the largest and most important monasteries. Vadagamba of Anuradhapura is traditionally thought to have converted the caves into a temple in the 1st century BC. After reclaiming his capital, the king built a temple in thankful worship. Many other kings added to it later, and by the 11th century, the caves had become a major religious center and still there. Exiled from Anuradhapura, he sought refuge here from South Indian usurpers for 15 years. Nissankamalla of Polonnaruwa gilded the caves and added about 70 Buddha statues in 1190. During the 18th century, the caves were restored and painted by the Kandyan kingdom. The caves built at the base of 150 meters high rock during the Anuradhapura and Polonnaruwa times are by far the most impressive of the many cave temples found in Sri Lanka. The temple is composed of 5 caves of varying size and magnificence. The access is along the gentle slope of the Dambulla rock, offering a panoramic view of the surrounding flatlands, which includes the fortress Sigiriya 19 kilometers away. Dusk brings hundreds of swooping swallows to the cave entrance. The largest cave measures about 52 meters from east to west and 23 meters from the entrance to the back. This spectacular cave is 7 meters tall at its highest point. Hindu deities are also represented here as the kings Valagamba, Nissankamalla and Ananda, the Buddha's most devoted disciples. The first cave is called Devarajalena or Cave of the Divine King. An account of the founding of the monastery is recorded in a 1st century Brahmi inscription over the entrance to the first cave. This cave is dominated by the 14-meter statue of the Buddha hewn out of the rock. It has been repainted countless times in the course of his history and probably received its last coat of paint in the 20th century. At his feet is Buddha's favorite pupil, Ananda. At his head, Vishnu said to have used his divine powers to create the caves. In the second largest cave, in addition to 16 standing and 40-seated statues of Buddha, are the gods Saman and Vishnu, which pilgrims often decorate with garlands, and finally statues of Kimvattagamini Abhaya, who honored the monastery in the 1st century BC, and King Nissankamalla, responsible in the 12th century for the gilding of 50 statues as indicated by a stone inscription near the monastery entrance. This cave is accordingly called Maharajalena, the cave of the great kings. The Buddha statue hewn out of the rock on the left side of the room is escorted by wooden figures of the Bodhisattva, Maitreya and Avalokiteshvara or Natha. There is also a Dagaba and a spring which drips its water, said to have healing powers, out of a crack in the ceiling.